The first word out of her mouth wasn't my name. It wasn't hello. It wasn't even how are you. It was where's my money? No pause, no breath, just the same entitlement that had poisoned my entire childhood. I didn't answer immediately. Silence is a weapon, and I've learned how to sharpen it. She mistook my quiet for weakness. She always had. I used to think my mother loved me. Maybe she did, once, when I was small, when I was useful for photographs and bragging rights. But somewhere between my father's death and my brother's first tantrum, her love mutated. My brother was the golden child, spoiled, shielded, worshipped. He wrecked cars and she replaced them. He burned bridges and she rebuilt them. He failed and somehow it was always someone else's fault. And me? I was the provider, the soldier, the one who worked, earned, and quietly paid her bills while she sang his praises to anyone who'd listen. I told myself it didn't matter. That family was sacrifice, that one day she would see. The truth hit me in the ugliest way possible. I learned about the will by accident. An attorney friend called me, hesitant, almost apologetic. My mother had drawn up papers. Everything was going to my brother. The house, the land, the accounts I'd been filling thinking they were hers. Not a single line for me. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just stopped. Stopped visiting. Stopped sending checks. Stopped pretending. For the first time in my life, I cut the cord. 1 month later, the phone rang. Her number flashed on the screen. I answered, curious to hear which mask she'd wear. But there was no mask, just greed. Where's my money? I almost laughed. Almost. But instead, I asked calmly, why don't you call your heir? I hear he's rich in promises. There was silence on the other end, the kind of silence that reveals truth. She hadn't told him. Of course not. She couldn't risk him knowing how much of her life was propped up by me. She tried charm next, the soft voice, the motherly guilt. You know I need you. You've always taken care of me. Yes, I had, and she had weaponized it. You made a choice, I reminded her. You chose him. You made it clear who matters. That was just paperwork, she snapped, dropping the act. You're still my child. You'll still help. Paperwork. That's what I was to her. Ink on a page, easily erased. I could have walked away forever. But no, I don't leave debts unpaid. Not hers, not my brother's. So I planned. Not with rage, but with precision. First, I called the bank. Every account in my name, every joint asset where my money had kept her afloat, I severed it. The utilities, the mortgage auto payments, the insurance premiums, gone. Then I called her creditors, quietly, respectfully, explained that she had no income of her own, that they should direct all future communication to her beneficiary. Next, I reached my brother, not directly, through whispers. Old friends, family acquaintances, people who love gossip more than air. It didn't take long for him to hear the truth, that our mother had written him into the will because she had nothing left to give while alive. That every luxury she flaunted was bankrolled by me. I knew exactly how he'd react. He'd confront her, loudly, brutally. Because spoiled children don't like discovering the strings that hold their world together. The confrontation came sooner than I expected. She called again, voice trembling, not with sadness, but with rage. How dare you, she spat. He thinks I've lied to him. He thinks I'm broke. He's furious. Good, I said softly. Let him take care of you. After all, he's your future. Her breathing hitched. For the first time, I heard fear, real fear. Because she knew the truth, my brother wouldn't lift a finger for her unless there was something in it for him. And she had already promised him everything. The last time we spoke, she didn't yell. She begged. Please, just a little help, until things settle. I pictured every birthday she'd forgotten. Every graduation she'd skipped. Every time she'd told me to be grateful while she handed my sacrifices to him. And then I pictured her will, her betrayal, written in black and white. No, I said simply. Consider it practice. You wanted me erased from the end of your life. Now you get to live that reality while you're still here. I hung up. It's been months. She still calls sometimes. I don't answer. I hear through whispers that my brother resents her now, that he won't give her a cent until the house is legally his. She's alone, cornered by the very choice she made. Do I feel guilty? No. Do I feel sad? Not anymore. I feel free. Because I finally understood, betrayal isn't always a knife in the dark. Sometimes it's ink on a page. Sometimes it's a mother who forgets that love is proven, not purchased.